would be anything like that.
Yeah, it's just the mother-in-law was so Meshuggah. I mean, it
Yes.
didn't matter. It didn't have to do with being British or and the whole Jewish thing. And that was so Meshuggah, which is Yiddish for crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, so over the top. You know, just everything was over. Why did they pay for those bridesmaids to come if they had mega bucks?
They didn't pay.
Why did not? The question is, that's what I said. Why didn't they pay?
Yeah, and why didn't they get them decent presents?
And why didn't they pay for their dresses? The dresses, the fare, and you know, the scented candles. I think was kind of a.
That was the last straw.
That was over the top.
Yeah.
That was day class.
And to say that I chose the scent for each of you, and then they find out it wasn't.
Yes, a special scent for you. And we all have morning glory or something, whatever the hell it was.
And Jasmine can't smell.
No.
Oh yes, you couldn't even smell a fart. I love that.
But that's beside the. I mean, she might not have known
That was a
that.
fun. But well, I think what they did though beautifully is captured, you know, the energy and the human, the camaraderie. I mean, I think just the lyrics were brilliant. The opening
songs
and
were terrific.
the songs were just
The
choreography
and musical part of it was
Yeah.
terrific.
Yeah.
Boy, Jasmine moved so beautifully.
They really know how to move, those girls.
They really did.
Yeah, and I love the way they wrote the songs.
And the transitions were brilliant, and it was really wonderful.
I think it perfectly captured, though, the yin and yang of weddings, right? It's all craziness and wonderful for the couple, right? And the rest of us go to weddings, and we're there as part of the background and to praise them and, you know, be there to witness their wonderful. But those kinds of things, I think, happen at every wedding, don't you?
Well, I think this was very extreme. I think this was an extreme behind the scenes.
My wedding in England wasn't like
really
this.
extreme.
I was married in London.
Were you really?
The first time.
Wow. I don't know. I think that's pretty. Of course, things happen, and there's all sorts of energy and angst and stuff, but not like this. And those three girls got the short end of the stick. Oh. They had to pay for their passage, pay for their dress, and they didn't get food for lunch, and then they had to wait while their bride is stripping their. You know, the wedding weed dealer, and the whole thing. They got the short end of the stick, but they did it together. They will never forget this. Never forget this.
Well, they got a musical.
Well, no, I mean, we get to share it, you know.
They transformed their angst.
Yes.
Yeah, but it takes place almost in a bubble. You know, these weddings, and then they're going on. It's kind of like you remove yourself for whatever period of time to this wedding. And these unreasonable, unrealistic expectations for friendships and the way it tries people emotionally. And then at the end, the kids were able to say, first of all, they were sophisticated enough to let us know that they understood that it was about a wedding, and it was just the wedding. It's not our friendship, it's just the wedding, and that's pretty sophisticated instead of thinking that it's really the way things are. So they did address that anxiety that tends to come with a big event like this, and when it's over, it's over. And yes, we are still
Was it over
friends.
with the bride?
No, they stayed friends.
They did,
Yeah, they made it very clear. In the last song, it was very clear. But people, and even Jasmine said, people even ask me, they come and ask me, are we still friendly when I tell them the story? Yes. It was just that experience. We go back since we were 14, she said that. So I thought that was lovely.
Very well.
That was lovely.
Well stated.
Yeah.
Well, how forgiving relationships really can be. Because that's not, whatever the incident was, isn't necessarily such a big deal as it appears at the moment in a relationship.
And the mother is still alive.
Nobody killed her.
I don't know. I'm surprised too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Somebody should
If it
take
were
her
Masterpiece Theater, right, when one of these,
She would have been bound. She would have been poisoned by the bridesmaid in the mustard room where we're not allowed to eat. Really, you're not a member of the family yet. You can't eat here yet. I was like, what? You know, it seems so real. What a
You're not a member
of the family yet. You can't eat in this room yet.
That's good, right. I know because Dennis's song, what a threat, you're not a member of the family
So is the
yet.
marriage still on, I wonder?
And where are they
Yeah.
living?
London.
They're living in London.
Yeah.
How long
And they-
ago was this?
About a year and a half. Yeah.
A year and a half.
And they're still, they're happy campers?